Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to play against chess bots from beginner to advanced, and we are going to check out how many bots can I beat. And it is going to be a very important lecture for you guys also, and it's going to be extremely fun to see that how many bots can I beat. So it's going to be very interesting. So now let's quickly check it out. I'm going to start from extremely basic. So first opponent is Martin, and I'm going to choose. And I'm going to play, I guess challenge would be the best. And I'm playing against Martin. So let's start. I'm going to play the move d4. And okay, he played the move e6. So I'm going to play e4. And it's going to be very interesting to see how many bots can I beat. Knight c3, simply defending the pawn. c5, hitting the d4 pawn. I'm going to play knight f3, hitting the queen. You pull the queen back. I can push the pawn. Now that's looking extremely bad move to me. I can simply push the pawn, I guess. I can get the bishop in the game. Pawn push. And, I guess simply pulling the bishop back would be a good idea. Maybe bishop to e3. Now we pawn push. Bishop, I'm threatening mate in 1. Will be able to defend it. No, he can't. Okay, so yeah, Barton is screwed now. So now let's move on to the next bot. Now coming on to the next bot, we have ELANI. And yeah, I'm still white. I'm going to play 1d4 again. So yeah, e6. Let's play again e4. d5. Okay. Maybe French exchange. Or what should I do? Should I push? Okay, let's play out some theory with knight c3. Bishop b4. We have e5. a5, I don't know this particular move. I'm going to play the move f4. Trying to expand on the king side, knight f3. Okay, bishop to f8. Bishop to d3. My idea is to simply short castle and okay. He's trying to block the king side. I'm going to in passing. Into f6, knight into f6, and I'm going to short castle now. The e6 pawn is extremely weak. I'm going to target that pawn. First, let's centralize the knight. h5 looks like extremely bad move. I can give a check, I guess. And now, once the king move, I can even play the knight. Get the queen or the rook. I can get the queen. So I guess I can easily win against ELANI. So I guess I would be moving on to the next bot soon. Pawn takes. Bishop to g5. Queen to e2. Getting another rook into the game. Rook to e1. Okay, so we can play bishop check. Trading off the bishop. Now checkmate is coming up. Coming up. Queen check. Okay, so I guess bishop takes. Rook takes pawn. Knight takes pre-move. Okay, he didn't went for capturing. I'll give a check. Check, I guess. And I guess playing the move this should be good enough. And it's me. So yeah, I simply beat ELANI. So now let's move on to the third bot. Okay, so now playing a third bot, which is ARON, having 700 rating. So let's again play the move d4, c4, the queen's gambit. He captured the pawn, so we first play knight f3 in order to stop this e5 idea. Now playing e3, simply attacking the c4 pawn. b5, defending the pawn. Now it's pretty questionable. I can capture the pawn. I guess I'm already better. Okay, simply blundered the knights. Okay, definitely ARON is a bad player compared to the previous two bots. Bishop takes pawn. I guess simply getting the queen in, trying to mate ARON. Let's give a check first. Let's get the knight into the game. Okay, so now maybe bishop attacking the rook and the queen. Let's get the queen, and I guess it's going to be a mate. It's going to be a mate. Fourth move. So yeah, ARON is definitely a bad player compared to the previous two bots. So now let's move on to the fourth bot. Okay, so coming on to the fourth bot, we have EMIR, having a rating of 1000. So now let's again play the move d4. c4, knight f3. Okay, so EMIR at least knows how to play the opening. Bishop b4, the Raghav in opening, I guess. Bishop g5, we capture and we play the move e3. Short castle is a move. Rook c1, defending the knight. Okay, so we can play the move bishop to e2. If we take, okay, now we can capture the pawn because the c7 pawn is weak, and we can castle. Bishop takes knight looks okay. Now it's a bad move. Okay, now okay, he blended the queen. It's going to be game over. Even EMIR don't know how to play right chess. Okay, how should I end this? How should I end this? Getting the bishop maybe into the game, maybe the queen into the game might simply end the game for EMIR. I'm not playing extremely good because like in the end he's the only 1000 rated bot, so I don't want to take him so seriously. Okay, let's get the rook into the game. Let's take over here. Let's give an exchange. Let's capture a pawn and give a check. Let's get the rook into the game. Okay, it should be mate. It should be close to mate now. What should I play? Maybe takes and giving a discovery check. And now check and checkmate. Okay, so EMIR played, I would say, not so good. He blundered his queen. Okay, but okay. He's 1000 here. He's 1000 rated bot. So yeah, now let's move on to the next bot. Okay, now playing SVEN, 1100 rated bot. Let's play 1d4 again, I guess. Let's see what he's going to play. He played the move knight f6, c4, e6, knight f3, b6, the queen's Indian. Okay, we'll play the move g3. Bishop g2, idea short castle, knight c3. Okay, bishop to b4. Let's develop our knight because I want to keep the bishop pair. Short castle, the idea is to play a3 on the next move. Okay, so now we'll play b3 because the bishop simply ran away. Bishop b2, rook e1, getting the idea is to play e4. And now d5 is an idea. We'll have to trade off the pawn. Bishop b7, a good move, I guess. Let's develop our knight to d4. Knight to f5. f4 is coming up. f4 looks a strong move to me. He played the move a5. Okay. Let's can we play queen f3? I guess we can. Queen f3. How should I continue my attack? I guess bishop h3 looks pretty cool move. I can capture the pawn. Okay, but the queen is hanging in the after knight takes, right? So I guess we can play the move king to h1. The idea is rook g1. Okay. Now he simply blundered his queen. Okay, now we are going to win the game by force, I guess. I guess pawn takes is also good enough because the knight is hanging. We win the knight. We'll win the king eventually. I guess we can simply capture the pawn at least. Now the rook is hanging. Let's grab all the material and just mate it. Rook over here. Now pawn is hanging. Let's capture the pawn. And it's a mate. So SVEN played a good chess. He's an 1100 rated bot. So now let's move on to the next bot and let's find out how will he play. Okay, so now we are playing Nelson, 1300 rated bot from South Africa. We'll play 1 d4. e4 now. How will he play? Now that's a bad move, yeah. You should not develop your queen too early, or else it would only backfire. Now the idea is pretty cool. He wants to capture the pawn because the knight cannot capture the pawn because the knight is pinned. So here I have to defend my pawn. I'll defend it by playing the move bishop d3. And now I'll play the move knight f3 hitting the queen. I can simply short castle. It looks a good move to me. So let's do it. Bishop takes pawn. Knight, okay, he didn't went for it. So now let's play h3. Is the queen being trapped somehow? By any chance? Let's push first. Okay, he gave up a piece. So now that's a bad chess by Nelson. I guess so. He's playing a bad chess, knight e2, getting the knight into the game. Hitting the queen. c3, first hitting the bishop. Getting the queen into the game. Let's get the queen into the game. Okay, so now we can play the move. Pawn takes maybe. Maybe. Knight takes. Bishop to g5 or something. Maybe. Okay, pawn push. I'll capture the bishop, I guess. I'll play the move rook e1. He can't capture because the queen is hanging. Okay, but he still captured. So Nelson can't predict the future, I guess. So it's a mate again. Well played by 1300 rated bot Nelson. So now let's move on to the next bot and find out how will he play. Okay, so now playing Antonio 1500 rated bot. I guess let's play 1 e4. Let's play 1 e4. He plays Scandinavian, okay. Knight c3, I guess. Knight f3. So now that's a bad move. Definitely bad. Bishop to c4. Short castle. d4, d5 coming up. d4 now. Idea is g5. Now, like, he wasted so many moves. He is wasting so many moves that I'm not able to digest it. Knight here, I can simply capture the knight and can play rook e1 with a tempo hitting the queen as well. It's already too good for white. We can even push the pawn. Let's push it then. If we can push the pawn, let's push it. We can capture the pawn. He cannot capture the queen because the pawn is pinned. Now bishop d5. Now the queen is pinned. Okay, so it's going to be game over soon now. I guess we can continue with bishop takes queen. Knight take. So knight d5, trading of the knights, I guess. He's not interested in trading of the knights. We are going to take the knight. Now we are going to play the move bishop to h6, baiting the bishop and mating him. Okay, now that's a nice move. I guess we can play the move. Let's sacrifice. We are hitting the rook. So let's have a bishop trade. Get the rook into the game. I guess match is going to be game over. I just need to look out for some back rank ideas, or else I'll just simply get mated. First, let's give a check. It should be a mate. Rook check. Check and it's mate. So well played by Antonio, but 1500 rated bot. Not so well played. So yeah, so this was 1500 bot. So now let's move on to the next bot. How will he play? Okay, so now we have Isabel. We are going to play 1d4. c4. Knight f3. Again we have a Queen's Indian. g3, I guess. Bishop g2. Short castle coming up. Knight d2, I guess. Short castle. Okay. We can capture the pawn first. And play the move 8. Bishop takes, okay. We can play the move. b4 looking good move. Okay, so let's play b3. The idea is bishop b2. We can play e3 now. Rook u1. So at least Isabel knows how to play chess. Okay, so knight takes. Knight d2. Attacking the pawn. f5 is a very essential move. She found it. Now, okay, she definitely knows how to play a chess. A good chess. Up until now, she's playing good chess. So yeah, rook c1. Some attacking ideas. Queen here. So okay. Now I'm going to set up a trap to see whether she plays good chess or not. Bishop f1. That is bishop c4 in the future. So first, let's play the move. What should we play? Maybe pawn push. Now let's get the queen into the game. Bishop b5 is a good move. She found it. So yeah, she plays good. We can push now. Okay, so it's getting closer and closer. Let's play queen c3. The idea is to move the bishop. Okay, so here I can set a trap by capturing the pawn. Let's see. And she falls for it. We get the queen, and eventually we will win the game. Queen c4. Okay. So I guess we can. The idea is to maybe get the rook. Okay. So up until now, Isabel played very good chess. You can get the queen. I just need to make sure that my queen is not trapped. Rook c1. Maybe bishop d3 is coming up. Okay, it's looking dangerous a bit now. Let's get the queen. Let's get the rook, I guess. And here we can even capture the knight. We can even capture the knight and capture the rook. So I guess it's not looking that much a great idea. So we'd leave it. We would leave it, and we'll have the queen on the board. Bishop here. I guess now that's a bad move. Maybe. Hitting the queen and also the rook. So how can we continue? We can move the queen anywhere. Maybe over here. We can capture. Okay. The knight is hanging. Sorry, the knight is not hanging. Let's play the queen. The idea is to trade off the rooks. Okay. She's definitely playing good. We would like to trade off some pieces. Okay, so she's happy with the draw. Yes, she would be as I'm a queen. I guess I would like to play the rook. Okay, now that's again a good move by her. What can I play? Should I sack my rook? Would it be interesting to sacrifice the rook? Or not? Okay, let's play pawn push. Okay. What should we play now? To be true, I want to give up the exchange, so I'll give it. I want to push the pawn to the victory. Okay. Now capturing the knight looks a bit risky. First we'll give it a check. Now here, the game is getting more and more interesting. I guess so. The point here is this move working or not? I guess I'll first push the pawn, hitting the rook first. And I can now capture the knight. I can capture the pawn as well into a check, followed by one more check. Okay, so I guess I can capture the queen, a rook. I can give a check, and now I can allow her to make queen. But I can save myself by playing h2, and now she doesn't have anything, and it's going to be a mate. It's a mate. So Isabel played a good game overall. So now let's move on to the next bot. Okay, so now playing the next bot, which is WALLY. We'll play a1 d4. c4, knight f3, knight c3, bishop to g5, takes e4, e5, bishop takes is hanging. We can castle, Or else we can even push the pawn. Let's push. Sorry, let's castle egg. Now let's push because the king is in the center, so it's a good idea to open up the position. Rook is coming in. I guess it's an easy win. So Wally doesn't know how to play. He blundered the rook. He blundered the queen again. Now let's capture this. Let's get the knight in. Let's capture the pawn. Let's capture the rook. Let's get the knight in. Let's play the move rook c1. Pawn push. Let's capture. Let's trade everything. Let's push. Okay, now it's going to be. Okay, so Wally played a good chess. Sorry, a bad chess. So yeah, this was Wally chess, a bit bad chess, a bad bot. The level needs to be improved. So now let's move on to the next bot. Now we are playing Lee, having a rating of 2000. Let's play 1d4, c4, knight to c3, the Slav, knight f3. Pawn takes. The line is to play a4. Now e3, trying to attack the pawn. We'll capture the pawn. We'll short castle. And knight g7. So now we have to think for a moment. Let's play h3 first. Knight to b6. We can play the move bishop d3. It looks a good move to me. I should castle. It is looking a fine move. The idea is to capture, and black's idea is to put the knight to e4. We can even push the pawn. Purify. But I don't want to do it. Maybe playing the move. What should we do? Queen e2 looks a good move to me. The idea is to play e4. Knight over here, okay. We can play the move bishop to d2 definitely. So let's play queen takes. We can take with the pawn with the bishop. I would like to take with the pawn because the b7 pawn is a bit weak now. I'll push the pawn. Pushing the pawn to c5 is a good idea because the pawn is too weak. So let's push the pawn to c5. Let's get the rook into the game. Let's get the bishop into the game. Okay. So we can trade off the queen side. There's no real harm. Now he's trying to do something. Rook to b3, simply hitting the knight. Okay, now we can simply get an exchange. And now I guess simply playing the move knight d2, the idea is to push the pawn. Let's play, we can't play rook c1 because of knight e2. We'll get the knight into the game and get the pawn. Okay, so it's winning now. It should be winning. We can capture. followed by knight. Okay, she can give it. She can capture the pawn here. It's still winning completely. Hit the knight. Hit the knight again. Get the pawn. Okay, so now our pawn is hanging. Maybe knight b3. Looking a good move. Okay, we have knight takes pawn. I guess simply playing the. What should we play? What can we play? I guess this move looks pretty right to me. Okay, we have a knight trade and knight's winning. It's clear winning. We can simply get the pawn. And there's no way black can defend this particular position. So it's now hitting the pawn and the knight, grabbing the pawn. Let's capture the pawn, push the pawn. Knight's winning. It's lost endgame. Okay. It's mate. So overall, Lee played a good opening, but after the middle game, it was all over. She simply messed up the exchange and then simply went on to win the game. So now let's move on to the next bot. So the next bot is the Master NOAM. 2200 rated player. 1d4 we'll continue with. c4. Just a second. e6, knight to f3. We have Queen's Indian again. Now it's a pretty common line. Bishop a6, bishop check, bishop d2, bishop e7, bishop g2. Queen to c8. Okay. e4 might be. No. The problem is I can't play bishop f4 because of g5. Okay, so Noam is playing good chess. He knows more than opening. I guess maybe take bishop to c3. Okay, the pawn's hanging. The point is here. The pawn is hanging. I can play the move e4, but black can capture the pawn on c4 and the pawn on e4, e5. That's the main point. How should I continue the game? f4, bishop f4, bishop c5 coming up, e3. Okay, let's play it. Okay, let's play it. Takes. Now definitely white is having a bad position. I will first try to hit the knight. e4, trying to get the f5 square, f6. I guess capturing is obvious move, pawn push. The bishop is open now. I guess the idea is to definitely put the knight to f5 now for him. Hit the g3 pawn. I'll level up my knight. I'll play the move king h2, defending the pawn. Okay, I simply blended. So the c4 pawn is okay. The rook c1. Okay. Rook g1. Okay, so basically, is black satisfied with the draw? Yeah, black is simply satisfied with the draw. The point is, do I want to draw? I'm pawn down, I know it. But the pressure is simply maintained. So I'll repeat once. Now, if I play the move rook c1, it's the draw now. So definitely I need to be careful. Queen did e4 is the move. After bishop here, takes 6. Black is better. I can move the knight. But where is the question? Should I play G? G4 knight here. Let's play G. Queen here. We can get the exchange. So let's get it. Now moving the king is kind of fourth move. We are exchange up, so it should be winning, maybe. Blunder. Let's push. We can take here. Is it winning? The bishop is trapped. That's for sure. The idea is to capture the pawn and then the bishop. What do you win the bishop for? Maybe there. I can move the king and capture the bishop. I can push the pawn. That's no longer winning for me. Let's see if we will be able to hold this position. It's not winning it. I know that for sure. With the pawn. With the pawn. Sure, coming back. It's losing for me. Okay, let's set it 9. Okay, so yeah, I lost to the NOAM board, but so yeah, we'll keep it till here today. For this video, we are going to discuss. We are going to try to beat some more bots in the next video. So yeah, if you guys like the video, then make sure to like the video. If you are new to our channel, then make sure to subscribe to our channel and make sure to share this video with everyone. So I'm going to come up with these interesting videos like this. So till then, stay tuned and keep watching Oneshot Chess.